ourselves, human beings, it might be more accurate sometimes to call ourselves human doings, because everything we associate ourselves with generally is doing something. We're moving our bodies, we're moving around in the world, we're having experiences, we're feeling things, we're thinking thoughts, we're interacting. These are all doings. And it might not occur to us very often that there is some other part that is simply just being. But that is, in fact, the teaching, what we call the self. The Purusha doesn't actually do anything at all, except it does everything. It animates us. We know that without the Purusha, the self in the body, all we have is this inert mass. So, we're going to concentrate a little bit on who it is or what it is that might be observing what's going on. And when I ask you during the practice the question, who's observing? Don't try to answer that. Just try to see if you can notice it. So we'll be working with a pause today. A pause after the inhale, and a pause after the exhale, 2 counts. And I find it very useful when I'm doing a practice like this to actually say to myself, pause, pause, or 1, 2. So there is a simple, known in advance mental activity that's going to take up that space. And we will observe and see if we can find out something about that observer. I'm going to start simply by raising the arms out to the sides and up to get the breath coordinated with the movement and establish that idea of the 2-count pause, which will pervade the whole practice. So the breath is long and smooth. That length is variable depending on who you are, but the 2 counts will be constant for all of us. With the lips closed, the gaze softly focused. Use Ujjayi if you know it and it feels comfortable today. We're simply raising the arms. With the inhale, taking the arms out to the sides and up. When the arms are up at a comfortable height, pause for 2 counts. And then with the exhale, slowly bring the arms down. And when the movement's finished and the breath is finished, pause for 2 counts. Again, inhale, float the arms out and up. At the top, pause for 2. And then exhale, slowly bring the arms out and down. And at the end of the breath and the movement, pause for 2 with the breath out. 2 more times. Inhale, float the arms out and up, feeling the effect of the movement. Pause. And with the exhale, gently engage the abdominal muscles as the arms come out to the sides and down. And they'll stay gently engaged as you pause with the breath out. 1 more time. Inhale, float the arms out and up. Feel the sensations that are occurring as you do the movement. Pause, observe. And exhale, arms out and down. Pause with the breath out. Then relax the breath. You're in Samasthiti. The self, the Purusha, is sometimes called the seer, the indweller, the true nature. In Sanskrit, it also is known as the Atman. That self that inhabits your body-mind complex is simply their being. It is gazing, perhaps. It is the thing that gives you the energy to have an experience, but completely unaffected by the experiences, simply taking them in. Let's do a forward bend. We'll take 4 repetitions. Then we'll stay down for 4 breaths. And we're sticking with that 2-second pause throughout. Inhale, arms come forward and up this time. Keep the gaze steady. Pause for 2. Gently draw the belly in and fold yourself forward. Legs are straight or comfortably straight. Pause for 2 with the breath out. And then with the inhale, raise the arms forward, open the chest, bring yourself all the way up to the top and pause. And then with the exhale, lower the arms down the front. The belly is gently engaged, the shoulders are relaxed as you pause for 2. And do that again. Inhale, float the arms forward and up. Pause at the top. Exhale, gently engage the belly, bend down. Keep your balance front to back of the feet. Relax the neck and shoulders. Pause for 2. And then with the inhale, float up to the top. Opening the chest as you come up. Pause at the top. And gently engage the belly as you exhale and lower the arms down the front. We'll take that twice more. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. And pause at the top. Exhale, slowly bend down. Relax the neck and shoulders. Pause, pause. Inhale, float up. Pause, pause at the top. And exhale, lower the arms down the front. Pause, pause. One more time, we're going to move into staying for 4 breaths. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Pause at the top. Exhale, gently hug the belly, bend down. Releasing the upper body, relax the neck and shoulders. Steady the gaze and pause, and we'll stay. Inhale. 2 count pause and exhale. Relax the neck and shoulders. 2 count pause. 3 more breaths on your own, please, with the pause. When you're finished with that 4th breath on your own, complete the pause, and then as you inhale, float up to the top and pause. And then as you exhale, lower the arms down the front, pause, and then relax into Samasthiti. See how simply and quietly you can make that transition into Samasthiti. As little readjustment as possible. Let the breath relax. Keep the gaze soft and steady. Who's gazing? Who's observing? Now we're going to rise up into Tadasana. Again, 4 breaths with a 4-breath stay. Gaze steady throughout. Continuing to take the 2 count pause after the inhale and the exhale. Count it out explicitly for yourself. Pause, pause. With the inhale, take the arms out to the sides and up as you lift the heels slightly away from the floor. Keep the gaze steady. Pause at the top. And with the exhale, draw the belly in softly as you lower the arms, lower the heels, in coordination with the exhale. Pause with the breath out, soften the shoulders. I'm going to do that again. Inhale, float up. Heels do not need to come up too high, or they can, coming up onto the tiptoes if you like. Pause. And then use your exhale to come slowly down. Pause with the breath out. Twice more. Inhale, float up. Pause at the top. exhale, gently engage the belly as you lower down. Pause at the bottom. Last one, we're lifting up into the position to stay. So we count the 4 breaths beginning with an exhale this time. Exhale, pause, and inhale. Pause. 3 more complete cycles like that. As you're ready, it's going to be an exhale that brings you down. Finish with the pause. And relax into Samastiti. Simply settle. As little excess movement as possible, keeping the attention inside the body. Witnessing the experience of the body, of the mind. We'll move into the half squat now, Ardha Utkatasana. Just 4 times, and we'll lower the arms after each repetition. Continue with the pause. Inhale, float the arms forward and up. Pause 2 at the top. With the exhale, bend the knees. Fold down. Your hands can come to your knees or down to the feet or the floor. Pause with the breath out. Relax the neck. And then with the inhale, bring yourself all the way up to the top. Pause. And then exhale, lower the arms down the front. 3 more times. Inhale, arms forward and up. Pause at the top. Exhale, gently engage the belly, bend the knees and fold forward. Pause in the forward bend. Inhale, float the arms forward, open the chest. Push up through the feet. Pause at the top. And exhale, lower the arms down the front. Pause. Twice more. Inhale, raise the arms. And pause. Exhale, bend the knees and fold down. And pause. Inhale, lift to the top. Pause. Lower the arms down the front with the exhale. Pause. Please do one more on your own. And then settle to Samastiti. Relax the breath. Find your relaxed, balanced position. Keep the gaze steady. Observing inside the body. And then noticing who's observing the observing. Let's move now into a wide stance for Parvati Trikonasana, the twisted triangle pose. Once again, 4 repetitions leading into 4 breaths of stay. Continuing to work with the 2-count pause. Inhale, float the arms out to the sides and up. And pause. With the exhale, we're bringing the right hand down to the left foot. Left arm can extend to the ceiling or rest on the back. Pause. And then inhale, float up to the top. And pause. Exhale, left hand to the right foot. Stretch the right arm up or rest it on the back. Pause. Inhale, float up to the top. Pause. And slowly bring your arms out to the sides and down. And pause. Again, inhale, float the arms out and up. Pause. Exhale, right hand to left foot. And pause. Inhale, come to the top. Pause. And exhale, left hand to right foot. And pause. Inhale, lift to the top. Pause. And exhale, arms out to the sides and down. And pause. Twice more. Inhale, float the arms. Pause. Exhale, twist. Right hand to left foot. Pause. Inhale, float up to the top. Pause. Exhale, twist. Left hand to right foot. And pause. Inhale, float to the top. Pause. Exhale, arms out to the sides and down. Pause, and now we're going to stay. Inhale, float the arms out and up. And pause. Exhale, twist. Right hand to left foot or leg. Left arm to the ceiling. Stay this time. Take an inhale. And pause and take an exhale. And pause. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Pause. And exhale. Pause. 2 more breaths on your own. As you're ready, we'll come up on an inhale. And pause. Then go the other way. Left hand to the right foot. Twist. Stay 4 breaths. Inhale. And pause. And exhale. Pause. 3 more breaths on your own, please. As you're ready, we use an inhale to come to the top. And pause for 2. Then the exhale lowers the arms out to the sides and down. Complete this final pause. Relax the breath. Step the feet together. Settle the gaze. Attention in the body. Observe. Where does the observation come from? Who is observing? We'll move into the wide stance again. We're going to move into the wide-legged forward bend and stay for 4 breaths. Slowing the breath down, reconnecting to the 2-second pause. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Pause for 2. Exhale, bend down the center. Place your hands on the floor or on your feet or on your back. Pause for 2. Stay here while you inhale. Pause. And then stay while you exhale. And pause. Do 3 more breaths on your own. Once you're finished with the 4 breaths, an inhale will lift you to the top. Inhale, stretch up. Pause at the top. And exhale, bring the arms down the front. Pause for 2. And then relax the breath. Come to Samasthiti. You can stay in this orientation. We're going to do 1 more wide-legged pose in a moment. First, a little pause in Samasthiti. Relax the breath. Observe the body. Observe the mind. Observe any feelings. Observe the relaxed breath. Since the Purusha is merely the, let's say, power, although that's not quite the right word, merely the capacity to see, to gaze, it doesn't make any judgments. So if you start to feel the observation changing into an analysis, then you're in the mind, not in the self. We're going to work with Trikonasana, and we'll take the feet again wide here. This time, please bring the hands onto the hips and keep the pelvis steady. And we're going to externally rotate the left leg in the socket. Let the movement come from way up high in the leg so that it turns out just to the degree to which you can turn it out, so that the thigh and the foot and the knee are all turned out the same degree. You might not be at 90 degrees. Do feel some activity in that leg. You want to pull your kneecap up and you'll feel the buttock active. 4 repetitions and then 4 breaths of stay. Trying to keep the whole front of the body facing forward. The pit of the throat, the sternum, the navel, the pubic bone, everything facing the wall that you're facing now throughout. Inhale, bring the arms wide, palms face forward, and pause for 2. Keep the whole front body forward as you exhale and bend down left hand to left leg. Feel the front of the body open and the right side stretch as you pause. And then inhale, rise up to the top. Draw the hips back into the center, pause. And exhale, lower the arms down to the sides. And pause. 3 more times. Inhale, bring the arms wide with the palms forward, whole front body forward. Pause. Exhale, side bend. Left hand to left leg. Keep the whole front body forward as you pause. Then use the inhale to come back up to the top. Pause again. And exhale, slowly bring the arms down to the sides. Pause for 2. Inhale, float the arms out wide. And pause. Exhale and side bend. Pause. Inhale to the top. Pause. And exhale, arms down the sides. Pause. One last time, moving into the stay. Inhale, float the arms out wide. And pause. Exhale, side bend. Check that the whole front body is facing forward as you pause. And then inhale, if your neck will allow it, turn and look up at the right hand. And pause. Stay here while you exhale. Check in with that left leg that's rolling out in the socket. Pause. Inhale. Pause. And exhale. Press the belly button back towards the spine. And pause. 2 more breaths. Inhale, feel the expansion of your right side. Pause. Exhale, pull the belly button in, rotate the left leg out in the socket, and pause. 1 more breath. We're going to exhale and turn the hip forward and pause. Inhale, lift up to the top, recenter the hips and pause. And with the exhale, slowly bring the arms down to the sides. Pause with the breath out. Then relax the breath. Unrotate the left leg. And then we're going to step to Samastiti. And take a moment. Draw the attention into the body. Keep the attention inside the body. Observe. Witnessing the experience that's happening right now. Breath is relaxed. Let it move as quickly as it wants to move. Notice sensations. Simply observe. What is this phenomena of being alive in this body? Let's take the wide stance again. And place the hands on the hips. Keeping the pelvis still and the whole front body facing towards the wall in front of you. Externally rotate the right leg in the socket. And then relax the arms down. You're going to feel that thigh rolling out. The muscles that do that are in the buttock. If you can feel that engagement in the buttock. And then notice the front body facing forward. 4 repetitions leading into 4 breaths of stay. Inhale, bring the arms wide, palms face forward, and pause for 2. Exhale, side bend, right hand to right leg. Don't try to go down too far. Keep the front body forward and pause. Inhale, come on up to the top. And pause. And then exhale, bring the arms down to the sides. And pause. Again, inhale, arms wide. Pause. Exhale and side bend right. Feel the breastbone facing forward and pause. Inhale, lift up to the top. Recenter yourself. Pause. And exhale, lower the arms down to the sides. And pause. Again, inhale, arms wide. And pause. Exhale, gently engage the belly. Fold right hand down to right leg, externally rotating the leg, keeping the chest open. Inhale and lift up to the top. Exhale, bring the arms down. Pause, and then we'll take our last repetition. Inhale, arms float wide. And pause. Side bend with the exhale. Right hand wherever it comfortably reaches on the right leg. If it's okay for your neck, inhale, turn up and look at your left hand and pause. Stay here and exhale. Feel the belly pulling in, the right leg externally rotating, and pause. Second breath, inhale. Feel your left ribs open. And exhale, draw the belly to the spine. And pause, keep the abdominals gently engaged. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And pause. Exhale. And pause. Last breath, inhale here. And pause. With the exhale, return the head back into the center. And pause. Inhale and lift up. Pause. And exhale, lower the arms down. Pause. Then relax the breath. I'm going to unrotate the right leg and step to Samastiti at the back of the mat. Relax the breath as you keep the attention in the body. Notice the breath, the body, the breath, the mind, the heart. All of these various aspects making up the experience of being in this body-mind complex, which is sometimes thought of as a vehicle. Yourself is riding around in this amazing vehicle. The thing that's difficult to grasp sometimes is that the vehicle is not just the body. That might not be that hard to understand, but the whole complex of this being is the vehicle. The body, the senses, the breath, the mind with its various functions of figuring things out, of having some identity, of having even wisdom and discernment. Those are all qualities of the vehicle. The passenger is simply looking out through this experience. Let's take 4 more repetitions of the half squat. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up, and pause for 2. With the exhale, gently engage the belly, bend the knees, and fold forward. Relax the neck and shoulders. Pause for 2. The belly's gently engaged. Then inhale, arms up, chest up, legs straight. Pause at the top. And exhale, bring the arms down the front. And pause with the breath out. Please do that 3 more times on your own. When you're done, samastiti. A moment to rest, to soften, and pay attention. I'm going to come down now onto hands and knees for 4 repetitions of Chakravakasana. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Gazes down so that the back is in its neutral position. You have a little bit of curve in your lower back. Don't collapse into any of your joints, but don't round your spine either. With the inhale, gently draw the breastbone forward and pause. With the exhale, tuck your tail under, bend your elbows, bring your hips back to your heels. Relax the neck and pause. Inhale, move up onto all fours. Feel the front body gently open as you pause. And exhale, tuck the tail, bend the elbows, bring the hips back to the heels. Feel the back body gently stretch as you pause. And do that twice more on your own, please. After the last exhale and its pause, I'd like you to please remain in child's pose with the breath relaxed. Feel free to place your hands underneath your forehead if you like. Find a comfortable child's pose position. Relax the breath. Draw the awareness inward. Observe and ponder who is observing. I'm going to stretch all the way out onto the stomach. If it's comfortable for you to do so, we'll take the arms all the way forward, sort of full prostration with the forehead resting on the floor, the toes pointing out behind you. If that gives your feet a cramp, you can put a rolled up towel or yoga mat underneath your ankles. If the upper body position is too much for you, hands can go under the forehead or down by your sides, and you can turn the head. So we have either the cheek or the forehead on the mat. Very gentle, simple lift. We're going to keep the hands and feet down and just raise the head and chest. 4 repetitions, then we'll stay. With the inhale, float the head and the chest up off of the mat. Feel the breastbone open and pause. And then as you exhale, slowly come down. Remember to pull your belly button and go down slowly of your whole exhale. Pause with the breath out. Relax the shoulders. Again with the inhale, feel your breastbone move forward as you float the head and the chest away from the mat. And pause. And draw the navel in and slowly go down. Close your eyes if you can and pause. Twice more. Inhale, float the chest and head up. Feel the opening of the chest to the wall in front of you, not your nose but your chest, and pause. And draw the navel in as you exhale, lower the forehead back down. Or if your arms are by your sides, you could turn your head from side to side. One more time, we'll stay. Inhale, float the chest and head up. Gently feel the contact between the hands and the floor. Exhale, engage your belly. Gently press your palms down. Open the breastbone a little bit more. Pause. And then stay and inhale. Draw the breath in slowly, feeling the opening in the front body. Imagine the breath still coming in as you pause. Second breath, exhale, belly to spine. Soften the shoulders away from the ears a little bit. Pause with the breath out. And stay and inhale. Let the breath come in slowly. And then pause. 2 more breaths. Exhale, belly to spine. Gently draw the shoulders down the back. Pause with the breath out. Stay and inhale, gently expanding the front body. Pause. 1 more full breath cycle. And then with your exhale, very slowly move the forehead back down onto the floor and relax. So you can stay in this full prostration and relax if you're okay here, or bring the hands underneath the forehead. Or if your lower back is really needing a stretch, move back to child's pose right now. Observe the relaxed breath. Notice any mental activity that's going on. Notice any emotions that may be passing through. Who is observing? We're going to make our way back onto all fours position. And 4 times move into downward facing dog and then stay there for 4 breaths. Inhale, expand the breastbone and pause. Exhale, tuck the toes, pull the belly to the spine, raise your hips to the ceiling. Perfectly fine to keep the knees bent. Push the hands away from the floor and pause. And then inhale, slowly bring the knees down to the floor. Pause. And again, with the exhale, lift yourself up into downward dog. Keep the belly drawn towards the spine as you pause. And then with the inhale, slowly the knees come down to the mat. And pause. Exhale, hug the belly, then take your lift. And pause. Then inhale the knees down to the mat. Push the floor away with your hands, even while you're coming down. And pause. Last time, I'm going to go up and stay. Raise the hips to the ceiling. Stay while you inhale. Pause, then stay while you exhale. Pull the belly button into the spine. Push the floor away with your hands. Pause. Stay and inhale and stretch your sit bones towards the ceiling. Even if your knees are bent, you can do that. Pause and then stay and exhale. And pause. 2 more breaths. Inhale, feel the ball of the index finger reaching down to the mat. Stretching your hips as far away from your hands as possible. Stay with your exhale. And pause. 1 more breath. Then use an inhale to bring the knees down to the mat. And pause. And then exhale, hips back to heels. Relax in whatever child's pose feels comfortable for you. Relax the breath. Close the eyes. Attention inward. Witnessing the experience of the body, breath, mind, heart. And we'll slowly transition over to a back lying position. If you like, you can support your head with a blanket or a pillow. Take a moment to draw the knees into the chest here. Make sure that the lower back, neck and shoulders feel comfortable. And then we're going to move all the way out into a straight-legged position. Let the body settle here for a moment with the feet comfortably separated, the arms, the hands away from the mat so that the arms are relaxed. Breath breathing itself, eyes closed, attention coming more and more inward. Bring the feet together and the arms down close to the sides. And prepare for Jatara Paravriti, the side bending version. We're going to take 4 repetitions and then stay for 8 breaths. And the repetitions will be the arms sweeping out and up. If the sweeping motion is difficult for your shoulders, you can equally well take the arms up towards the ceiling and reach them back, whichever one of those serves you better. Feel the back of the pelvis, and without allowing the hips to tip at all, I'm going to walk the feet a little bit to the left side. So make sure that your right hip is still down, your belly button is still facing the ceiling, your shoulders are still settled. So it's not very far that you walk to the left. And we'll start with the 4 repetitions. Inhale. Sweep the arms or raise them up overhead and let them come to where they're comfortable and pause. Then with the exhale, we'll sweep the arms back down to the sides and pause with the breath out. Again with the inhale, sweep the arms, reaching them overhead, pause with the breath in. And then with the exhale, lower the arms, feel the belly hugging in, relaxing the shoulders, and pause. Again, please inhale, then lift the arms or sweep the arms, and pause. And then lower down slowly with the exhale. Now we're leading into our stay. Make sure that your legs are comfortable. If you went too far, bring them back a little bit. Inhale, sweep the arms, reach them up overhead where they're comfortable. Now we're going to stay and exhale, turn the face to the right side. And start 8 breaths. Make sure your hips are even as you inhale. Then pause. And then pull the belly towards the spine and exhale. And pause. Again, inhale. Feel the chest expand. Feel the stretch in the right side. Pause. Exhale, hug the belly. Keep the right hip and the left shoulder down and pause. Inhale. Feel the expansion that goes with the inhale. Imagine the breath still coming in as you pause for 2. Hug the belly in. Feel the complete exhale. Hold the breath out gently. Again, inhale, slowly bring the breath in. And pause. And then engage the navel to the spine, slowly expel the breath. And pause. Do 4 more breath cycles on your own, please.
Once you finish the 4 breaths, we'll inhale and slowly turn the head into the center. And pause. Exhale. Slowly release the arms. Separate the feet so they're about as wide as the mat. Relax your breath. Close your eyes. Attention inward. Who's witnessing this experience? Now let's get ready for the other side. We're going to bring the feet together and the arms down to the sides. Once again, 4 sweeps and then 8 breaths of stay. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Oh, sorry, not yet. We need to walk the feet a little bit to the right side and be sure that the back of the pelvis is level. And then 4 breaths where we move in and out of the arm position. Inhale, sweep the arms, let them pause up overhead. And then exhale, slowly bring the arms down to the sides and pause there. Inhale, arms sweep. Pause. And exhale, lower. Pause. 2 more sweeps. Inhale, arms overhead. And pause. Exhale, arms down. And pause. Last one. Inhale, sweep the arms. Pause. As you exhale, slowly turn your face to the left. And pause, beginning 8 breaths now. Inhale, pause, and exhale. And pause. Check that the back of the pelvis is even. Again, inhale. And pause, and exhale. And pause. Breath comes in slowly with the inhale, feeling the expansion of the ribs and especially the left side, and pause. With the exhale, belly button to spine, check that you have your left hip down, your shoulders are down, and pause. Inhale. Pause, and exhale, and pause. 4 more breaths on your own, please. Eyes closed, attention inward. Once you finish those 4 breaths on your own, and inhale, we'll turn the head to the center. And with the exhale, arms down, feet separated about as wide as the mat. Relax the breath. Observe. And then wonder who is observing. We'll slowly bring the feet together and then draw the knees into the chest. Place one hand on the top of each knee. With the eyes closed, if possible, 8 repetitions of Apanasana. With the inhale, feel the chest fill and pause. With the exhale, draw the thighs in close to the belly. Feel the stretch for the back. Relax the shoulders. Pause with the breath out. Inhale, slowly expand the chest and the belly, floating the feet and the knees out away from the chest. Shoulders relaxed and pause. And then draw the thighs in close to the belly. The more you feel the compression in the center, the more you're going to soften your neck, shoulders, face, and pause. Inhale, float the knees out. Pause in that fullness. Exhale, draw the knees in. Pause in that emptiness. Inhale. And pause. And exhale. And pause. 4 more repetitions on your own. Stay with the pause. Stay awake. Stay aware. As you're finished with the Apanasana, slowly bring the feet down and then stretch out in Shavasana, final relaxation. Make yourself comfortable for the relaxation. We're settled on the back with the feet slightly separated. Hands wider apart than the mat, opening up the upper back. Making sure that the neck is comfortable. If there's any strain in the lower back, place something behind the knees. As you become settled, we're releasing the body more and more down into the pull of gravity, softening the effort.
Relaxing the breath. Observations at the level of the body, at the level of the breath, at the level of the mind, the analyzing portion of the mind, the identifying portion of the mind, the discerning part of the mind, observing at the level of the heart and emotions. All of these are possible places of focus. And then the question, who is it that's observing? the mind, the heart, the breath, the body, the senses. These are the home for the self. The word Purusha actually means the one who dwells in the city. So another way to think of this body-mind complex is the city where the self dwells. Draw a gentle breath in and prepare for movement. Slowly begin to move the fingers, move the toes. Explore that sense of bringing movement back into the body. And as you're ready, you can reach the arms overhead and stretch, reaching your fingers and your toes far from each other. And then keep your attention in the body, in the experience that you're having at this moment. Slowly roll to the right side, draw the knees in close to the chest. And as you're ready from there, use your left hand to help prop yourself upright and find yourself a comfortable seat. Feel free to sit up on a chair. Sit with the support of a cushion. Support yourself so you can find a steady and comfortable position for just a brief pranayama. We'll take some alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana. The right hand, index and middle finger fold down towards the palm, and then we'll use the thumb and the ring finger of the right hand to valve the nostrils. Bring your thumb to your right nostril and the ring finger to rest on the cartilage of the left. And here we'll begin. Inhale through the partially blocked left nostril and take a small pause. Switch. Cover the left completely. Move your thumb to the cartilage of the right and breathe out through the partially blocked right nostril and pause. Stay there and take a slow inhale. Pause and switch so you can breathe out through the partially blocked left nostril and pause. That's the first round. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. And pause. Inhale right. Pause and switch. Exhale left. That's the second round. Again, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. That's the third round. Please do 3 more rounds on your own. Continue to work with a little pause. As you're finished, just an exhale through the left nostril that completes the pranayama. When you're done, release your right hand, just let it rest comfortably. We'll take a couple minutes here in silence, observing. Sometimes the arc of a yoga practice, the asana, the pranayama, the meditation, can bring us to a sense of simply being. Sometimes we may get to the meditation portion and find ourselves confronting the fact that the mind just doesn't sit still. Even that observation is a valuable one. It reminds us that as we go through life, the mind, which is the lens through which we're perceiving, is always changing. Imagine if you were constantly putting a different pair of glasses on, thinking, oh, it looks really strange today, or it looks red today, or I can't see well today, or I can see well today. The mind is that sort of constantly changing lens. So it can help remind us, just knowing that fact of the lens being changing all the time, that the essential nature is not the thing that's changing. Just the lens, just the way that the experience is being interpreted. Our emotions are just another lens. And we may sometimes realize that when we're in the grips of a certain emotion, we're not perceiving things very clearly, and we might hold off on making a decision or having communication. In other words, even